Hello, this is Noelle Madison with HealthyPlace's blog, Living with Adult ADHD. And because September is Suicide Awareness Month, I want to talk about ADHD and suicide, specifically to give some tips to people who might have suicidal feelings or be depressed. This could also apply to people who don't have ADHD. If you're severely depressed and acutely suicidal, please call 911 or a suicide hotline. Now, I want to start by saying that studies have shown that there is a direct connection between high suicidal ideation and ADHD. And you can read my article in the link below to find out why and to read some more sources on that subject. This same study also showed that diagnosing and treating ADHD was helpful in preventing suicide. So that's my first tip, to go to a therapist, a doctor, or a psychiatrist and engage in the treatment that they provide. It might be scary at first, but in the long run, it will be better. And my second tip is, whether you're able to access a professional or not, it's important to try to find support in family and friends, and possibly local groups or online groups. And as a caveat, I want to say that you should be aware that not everyone understands these things, and it's possible that they will say things that will make you feel worse rather than better. I'm saying that because I think it's extremely important to reach out for help, and I don't want you to immediately turn into yourself and think you can't turn to anybody just because some people don't understand. When you find those people who do understand, it can be a huge help. Now, 3, this is something that everyone is big on, and that's physical activity and going outside. If that's difficult for you, just try to exercise or have some movement just for a few minutes every day or a certain amount of time a week. And maybe if you're not around much nature, if you could possibly find a tree or even step outside and breathe some fresh air for a few minutes, even a little bit really helps. Another thing I have to say, this tip is kind of big, but it's important to be kind to yourself and remind yourself that everybody has different strengths and everybody has a different pace at which they learn things. So remind yourself of your skills and strengths, and remind yourself that everybody is completely different. Something that I often hear is that you should talk to yourself the way you would talk to a friend. You would maybe be much kinder to a friend than to yourself, and you wouldn't think you were lying to the friend. You would think you know how much the person can give, and you also have a little bit more distance from the problems than your friend has, so you can see the bigger picture that things will change. So yeah, try to be encouraging to yourself and look at the good things that you can offer. Now, my final tip I want to say is just kind of in general. It's important to keep up the creative aspects of your life. If you have ADHD, you probably have a lot of ideas going on in your head. And once you find a creative outlet, it's important to make time for that in your day or in your week. Because I think that we can feel when we're missing that. We might feel less fulfilled. So anyway, I hope that these words of advice help just a little bit. And I really appreciate you watching.